Hey guys, I wanted to make a little video on just being unafraid to try something new because I realized in my business this month I am trying a lot of new things to really solidify what's going to be the way that I want to go about running this business every single month and the pattern, because a lot of the coaches that are above me and a lot of inspiration I hear from coaches is rinse and repeat, and I think that's so awesome and it's so smart because it's working smarter, not harder, so that you have more time basically, because when you're working harder, that's going to take a lot more time, and a lot of us are working businesses where this is not our main source, not our main job right now. It's not our main source of income, and so we can't put 50, 60 hours on it a week, even if we wanted to. And so it's really important to find ways to work smarter rather than harder. And so I wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing differently this month and what I've done in the past, and just emphasize the importance of doing what works for you and really working hard to figure out what that is, because it's going to be different for everyone. I always listen to my coach and my upline's upline coach for ways to do things, and a lot of their tools I use that for my own business. But for me, the very first few months of this business, and then beyond that, even pretty much since I started hitting Success Club every month, I have not been able to do it in the same exact way that the coaches who are above me have done it. And I'm not exactly sure about my upline's upline, but I know my coach and a lot of our team, they hit Success Club on really early in the month, and I was just having so much trouble doing that. And I was trying to plan it out to where I would be talking with a bunch of people the week before and getting them signed up, and it always seemed to be that I would time it where I would have too much time ahead of time, talking to them too much ahead of time so that they would jump in the current month's challenge group, or I would be talking to them too late, or they would respond 2 weeks later. And so I was really thinking about timing and how can I do this timing wise so that I can hit Success Club early on in the month, so I'm not stressed for the entire month and trying to focus on Success Club all the time, because it's important to hit Success Club, but that's not the end all be all. Success Club is just a way of tracking building a business, but it's not the number one thing. It's really important. So I was trying to figure out a system for myself that worked and that I could really rinse and repeat and do and recreate, because what we're doing with our businesses is really trying to find a way to build relationships and a system, because it's our own business. Everyone's going to be different. A system that works, and then do it, recreate that every single month so that you can continue hitting goals, and then find ways of making it even broader and bigger the next month, hitting bigger goals and incorporating what you've already done to do that. So for me, I just was struggling so much not being able to hit Success Club early on in the month. And for me, I was just told, up your numbers and up the timing you're messaging people, and message people and all the time. And I was okay, I am, and I message people on Instagram. I reach out every single day. I message people. I'm not perfect. Some days I do forget, and there have been months where I've forgotten a lot, and so that sets you up for the next month's follow-ups and responses, because it takes a long time to build a relationship. And I was kind of getting in this mindset of, okay, once I start a conversation with one girl, I am going to be emailing her back and forth at least 9 times before I actually bring up the opportunity to change their life or join a program or become a coach. All these amazing opportunities that we share with health and fitness, I'm just going to talk to them about themselves, their goals, really, really focus in on getting to know them. And that really worked for me in October or September. When I got right back from my honeymoon, I lost pretty much a week of messaging and invites because I didn't do that on my honeymoon. I just did team posts and stuff like that. And posting pretty much. I didn't really message anybody. And so I lost 2 weeks, and that's like what I focused on for all of September. And I had an amazing outcome for September. And then November came, and I was trying to do the same thing, you know, like build up a prospect list of 20 people that I wanted to get signed up for this group, emailing them back and forth. And a lot of people were just like, they wouldn't answer me. A lot of times it was just like, this isn't working. And it would slow the process of getting to know each other down so much to the point where like they wouldn't even be able to make it in on time in my challenge group or anything like that. Or a lot of people went silent because I feel like it was almost just like too much effort to read the email. So I couldn't figure out what it was, but it was not working, and it had worked so well the month before. So I was really frustrated. So what I ended up doing was this month, I hosted a prep party with my team, and we all shared like exactly what we learned from another coach to do in this prep party. And we pretty much just like shared like really simply in one night. We did this prep party. We shared what's included in like joining one of our fitness support groups. So like the Shakeology, the portion cups, the community, having a coach. And I had each girl go live on a different topic. And I ended up going live on a few of them, but still like it really created momentum and this like energy. And I mean, like a lot of us met up, and I think like for the girls watching the video, seeing us in person with each other, they were like, oh, this is real. She's not just like making this up and trying to get my money, you know, and run away with it. And so I didn't have a ton of girls added to this group, but it ended up being like super successful. And honest to God, honest to everyone, I have never run a group to the point where it's been like so successful to where I've had multiple signups like within days of the group. And I'm not saying that this is like the most successful group out there, but it was the most successful I've ever had. So I was really encouraged, and I was like, okay, I just went from taking like emails back and forth 9 times to literally one night of like, yes, intense work, and probably like maybe 3 hours of one night's work, but hosting like a fun party with my team, with my coaches. We had fun. We drank water because nobody wanted wine. But we just like hung out, and we chatted, and we lit candles, and we shared, and we talked about coaching, and we watched a team call. And I think it was like, okay, maybe it was like two hours, because 1 hour was the team call, the next hour was hosting, and then maybe like another hour for like chatting. But I just took my process of like collecting challengers and like getting to know people relationally from like 9 emails to like 3 hours, and like maybe 3 emails, two emails maybe, like I don't even know. And so some girls were there live in this group, and some girls messaged me and said, hey, I'm so sorry I couldn't make the group, like is it still open? And I said, you know what, like we're about to close it, but if you go in there and watch all of the videos and then send me an email with like whatever you think about it, or if you go in there and just like watch all the videos and catch it before it closes, then I will definitely like welcome you in. And so I've been posting in the group like the days after the group went on, and I've been posting that like I'm responding to questionnaires, I'm responding to people's inquiries, I'm sending questionnaires out, I'm getting girls signed up, like just building that momentum again. And then like gonna close the group as of today officially, because it's actually 1 day extra that I let it stay open, because I don't want people to be able to go in there and think, I just want to like attach value to what we did, because it was a lot of hard work. And I also told those girls that they had early access to joining this group, because it is early. I usually never recruit a month in advance. That's kind of weird. And so I just wanted to try it, and it was scary and weird. And I just figured, you know what, like, yes, rinse and repeat, find a system. But like my system obviously was not working, because it literally worked once, and I don't know. So that's what I did, and that's kind of how it's working. I'm going to close this group now to make sure that a value is attached to it. And then I'm thinking of either doing this one more time at the end of the month with my girls on my team, or just waiting until the next month and hosting like a different kind of clean eating or something like that, fun, free group, Miracle Morning, I don't know, something. So with all of that to say, no, it's not the 5th in the month, and no, I do not have Success Club 5 yet, but I have sent out, I think 4 links to join. Like I have like signed girls up. I'm just waiting for them to finish the registration. And I've sent out more than I've ever sent, and it's almost the 9th. Today's the 8th, I think, or no, today's the 9th. So, I mean, no, I'm not like above and beyond the goals that I set for myself. I'm not sitting at Success Club 10 on the 10th, but I'm really excited because something that I tried that's new. I did a scary thing and like tried something new, incorporated a bunch of people in it, and just was confident, and we're like gonna make this work. Like talking about it with each other, we're like, let's make this work. And it was really fun and like successful, and yeah. So I just wanted to share with you guys today that you should never be afraid to try something new with this business. Like, yes, it's a rinse and repeat, like find your system so that you can do things really easily. You want to find your system to make the work easier and more, I'm looking for a word and I just cannot remember what the word is. You want to make it like progressive. Like you want to make your results like much faster and easier like every single time. But I just wanted to encourage you that like you should never be afraid to change things up and make slight modifications and adjustments, because you never know if it's going to be like the new thing that actually works 10 times better than what you were doing. So that is all I have to say. This was pretty long, so I apologize for that, but I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.